Well, a very good morning on the 14th of December. It's not December, Andrew. Why do you keep saying this? On the 14th of May, 23. I've been busy yesterday. These have still got to be emptied and stuff. I was doing a wee bit yet last night. So I won't be planting anything until the new moon. So I've been clearing this area. The wood stock is down, as I say. There's a new order coming for the end of May. I got a decent price. So that will stack her right along the whole wall here. Quite a lot of wood to come. I'm also negotiating on coal prices because they fluctuate. But I've managed to save £120 on a tonne for delivery, but it's still a big outlay, but it works out cheaper over the year. Try and save £1,000 to get back to Egypt, you see. Well, not save, but, you know, reduce costs overall, so there's money to play with later on. I haven't got round to these beds yet, but after taking that bramble tea yesterday, I had a bit of a surge, motivational wise, and I made the decision to come out and do little bits. This is my beautiful peony rose that sits in the front garden here, and it comes out in a very beautiful, you know, crimson type flower, really pretty. So I was just doing a bit weeding in the beds there yesterday, clearing things up around. It's 10 minutes to 9 on Sunday morning here. And what I did was I done my wood support onto the edge of the slab that I laid some time ago. So the wood was rotten, so I'll put these in, and very firmly done. So a good job done yesterday, Andrew. Didn't take me that long, to be honest, but I'm quite pleased to have secured that, because this is the way my bins and stuff come out, my wheelie bins, and they tend to rattle the supports away, but it gives a indication for the postman when he's coming in not to trip over the slabs. You can see it quite clearly. I also made a quick repair job on my little dike here at the front. I'd been stealing some stones last year, or no, not last year, nothing happened last year at all, the year before, so I've done a quick repair job. It's fine just now. I might go back to it in the autumn or something, but for now I'm quite satisfied. That's okay. I'm removing a couple of the stoneworks areas in the back garden for a bit of a new landscape in the back garden over the year. I've cut back the sedum, done some tidying in here as well, and poppies are starting. That's the Welsh poppies there, the yellow ones. They're starting to come out. They're very pretty, and they're absolutely adored by the bumblebees and stuff, and honeybees. You can see it gets quite thick in here with the plants, but the bluebells will eventually die back. And then we have all the Michaelmas daisies and asters that start to grow quite quickly now. So this will all be staked up. Hence why I'm showing you today, because once the stakes go in, they look a bit awkward for a little while, until the plants obviously rise up and you know, disguise the canes, poles and wire. These are fabulous Michaelmas daisies. These will come right up, very high indeed, and they're beautiful whitish snow colour. So I'm not bad. I've done a bit cutting back in corners and stuff where I can, but it's all looking a bit cleaner. As I say, just a little bit at a time. I put that log there. This is one of the logs I use for chopping kindling, but I've got myself a new kindling block. So this, I actually got a great big huge stump from a deforested spot up the small glen, so I'm quite pleased it gives me a extra height. So it's absolutely massive, so I'll be able to put my axe through the logs and stuff, which I enjoy doing. I love chopping wood, and I love chopping big logs, and I like chopping kindling. It's very therapeutic in my opinion. This little plant here has been here since I came. I put it in a little sprig, I put it in this corner, and it just loves sitting there. I don't know the name of it, unfortunately. And this is some of the oak wood that I acquired just to tide me over until my load comes. And as you can see, there's not much left in the pile, but I've not had a fire on for a couple of days now, 3 days. No requirement to do so. But the main job this week will be getting all these troughs cleared up. This one is completely out of the window now. This is my little teapot, which I put some plants into. I've got some seeds, but as I said, I'll wait till the new moon, which will be this week, and we'll get things all sorted out. It's a bit chilly again, so it's risky business putting tender plants out in Scotland. As I say, it can be frosty at any time, but I think the frosts are now over. But we'll get the seeds in for the new moon. There's a lot of work and attention required in the garden, as I've said often, but everything's a little later this year, in my opinion. It appears that way, but when I think back, May, we're into the mid-May, and it's generally a time of the bluebells. I don't like them coming out for a week and then getting burnt with hot sunshine and having to retreat back. They want to enjoy the little time on this earth and show face. But as you can see, they're multiplying too thickly in some areas, so I shall be having this one here, this is it's a Spanish bluebell, this one here. Do you know that? That's a Spanish bluebell. Whereas this is the English bluebell. The Scottish bluebells actually comes out in the summertime. It's a much more dainty, fainter bluebell. So there's 3 different varieties that you can see. But the Scottish one doesn't come out till much later in the summer. There's another Spanish one. See? It's a Spanish bluebell. So these are not natural to this country, but these ones are. So as I say, I've been clearing, and a lot of work. This is basically my backyard, where everything's just I work away and do my seed planting and stuff in this quiet corner. This is an old fridge that I had, and I keep it because in here, as you can see, it's filled with all this delicious water. And the water, I just stick my watering can in there and take it to my front step for the plants in the summertime, which are often fiercely torched with the strong sunshine, so they've got to be watered fairly regularly on this stretch. And all these troughs as well, especially if they've got seeds in. But what I'm thinking of doing today, in fact, it's almost 9 o'clock, I'm seriously going to pop up to Belwydder, Strathair, Church of Scotland, the kirk at Belwydder with Rob Roy's graveside, to join the service. There's a service at 11:30, and I thought I think I'll pop up there because Emily don't have a service until next week. And so I think I might do that today. Well, I'm going to do that. I think it's Communion Sunday, so I think I'll pop up. I don't want to get overly dressed for it. I think I'll just go so smart casual, but as though I'm on holiday. But some Somebody will be asking questions if I stay for tea and biscuits after the service, which I probably will. But I just fancy doing that. There's a lovely church, and I thought, well, why don't we just go and visit it, Andrew? Have a little bit of a sing-song and Bible chat. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have a leisurely breakfast, and then I'm going to organise myself and disappear. It's a 30-mile drive, isn't it? So, well, almost 30 miles. It's worth it to see, not to be in that kick. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'll catch up soon. So it's 20 minutes to 1 on the, what day is it, Andrew? The 14th of May, 23. And I've just come out of the kirk at Balwhidder here. What a wonderful service. It was communion, I thought it might be. So I've shared in the good Lord's wine and bread and wine communion. So it was a good service actually. It was 7 prayers. I thought that was a bit of a record for the Church of Scotland actually in a service. Seven prayers. Very good. Very pleased. And I stayed for coffee thereafter. And just before it leaves my mind, I better watch the cameras. I've got these people in view. She's going to guide him back, I think. I was talking to them a minute ago. The dogs were becoming a bit of a mischief. Well, I said that, they weren't at all. Anyway, I went for coffee afterwards, and it's very strange. I'll let him go back first, see what he's doing. Yeah. Anyway, I went to put money in the collection plate, and then I went to step outside just to have a gaze, and they thought I was going to disappear without going for a coffee through in the back room. But what I did was I just took a bit of fresh air, came back indoors, I'm talking like a minute, not even that, 30 seconds. And I saw the woman right behind me bend down and pick up this big white feather that I'd been standing on top of. Like that. And I heard her mutter to a friend, I think it's got some meaning. And she, the friend kind of muttered, or some other member of the congregation said, I don't know, I don't think it's got any significance. And so I kind of stepped forward and I said to the woman, I said, I'm so pleased you picked that feather up and put it in your pocket because I saw you do it. And she laughed and I says, it's a gift from the angels. Someone on the other side is thinking of you. And she was foreign. She wasn't a member of the local community at all. She was a visitor. And it struck a chord with her because she had obviously, it meant something quite deeply to her. So she got it in her pocket. What interested me was I was standing on top of it. I never saw it. How would you just get a big white feather just sitting on the church floor, despite everybody passing to go to the collection plates and everybody passing the same spot to go to the, pick up the wine and the bread? Not one person saw it. I didn't see it either. But anyway, as I went through to the back room, have a tea. Sorry about the rain in the windows. It's rather drizzly here. I went through and she was like a tea or coffee. I said, I'll have a coffee, please. So they were asking about me. I was explaining what the situation was. I randomly go to Church of Scotland's venues all round, whatever chooses my fancy. So I thought that was quite funny. But the woman said to me, she said, have you been here before? I said, no. I visited Balwhidder a couple of times, but to the church, but not at the service. And she just thought she'd seen me before. So that, once again, it fits into that thing, something I've always thought about, that they always seem to think that they've seen me before. And I noticed when I walked into the church, I mean, I'm not trying to make this more elaborate or more exciting than it actually is, but I'm just telling you what the facts are in no particular order. But as I walked into the church, I dashed up. I thought it was just on 11:30. I thought, I'm going to be late, but I wasn't. And anyway, as I walked through the doors, the woman who was standing next to the hymn books, she wasn't particularly old. She was probably younger than me. She stopped dead. She literally froze and looked at me as if something had happened to her. And so I said, "Can I have a hymn book, please?" And she says, "Oh yes, would you like one of these as well?" And she gave me a prayer card. I don't know if it's got something to do with my eyes, because I remember when I was in Bangkok, that guru said something about my eyes. I wonder if it is, because as I said before on this channel, the only part of your anatomy that never changes at all is your eyes. It's quite amazing to think, like, even your hands when you're a little child, how small they were. Look. But yes, the eyes are the only part of your whole body that never change. So I'm very pleased it came out here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the honeysuckle just dangling over here. I'm going to have a quick cigarette before the main bulk of congregation get out, because there's still nattering in there. And I did shake hands with the minister. So thank you very much for a lovely service. I did enjoy that. Great. But he was talking to a couple, so I didn't want to, linger too long. So I'm going to have my cigarette, and then we'll zip up to Loch Earn Head, I think, and decide what we're going to do.